I see. Gotcha. Well, hello
Master Blaster
everybody.
mode.
And welcome to apparently skirmish time. So we are live from the apocalypse, where we play tabletop role-playing games to benefit nonprofits, aid organizations, and various other charitable causes. We just ask that if you like what you see here, rather than subscribing, giving us bits, any of that normal Twitch, Amazon stuff, you take that money and donate it directly to the organizations that we are fundraising for. This particular stream is raising money for the Surfrider Foundation. They are a great ocean conservation group that has chapters all over the US, doing boots-on-the-ground beach cleanups, as well as fighting an assortment of legal battles within our system to protect our planet's various oceans. So if at any point you'd like to donate, you can type !surf donate in the chat. Our bot will post the link, and you can make the McElroy brothers yell at us and interrupt whatever it is that we're doing at the moment. We also have an assortment of channel points you can use to unlock our emotes without subscribing, as well as to interact with and influence the stream in other ways. I think that's all of the housekeeping and all of the ways that I can work the words assorted and various into one paragraph. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Plethora. Plethora is a good option.
Plethora, cornucopia.
Yeah. Cornucopia.
We'll just add us to the end of a lot of these.
Yeah, that's good.
Multifarious.
Multifarious.
That's not a real word.
I don't care. We're gonna use it.
Well, it is now. I've been using multifarious for literally years at this point, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's a fucking word now.
It's a very
Sitting on the
specific
gravel
flex.
word.
What are we doing about the aliens under the caps? Under the ice caps?
Smooching them.
That's a thing for like the Cthulhu game.
That is for a very different game that I do promise I will run eventually.
There's no horny in Pokemon.
There's no warning. I'm gonna say canon. Yeah.
Anyway, so on that note, so we open on the Baker family farm. It is still early in the day. There is dew on the grass, a light sheen from the still rising sun, and Billy, Estelle, and Julian are all lined up with a bunch of their Pokemon, facing Susan Baker, Billy's mom. Okay, Billy. So I know how much you pride yourself on being prepared. I could never ask for a better trail guide. What you need to do is start thinking about Pokemon battles the way that you think about preparedness and getting ready for a hike. The different techniques, the different types of Pokemon, those are all just items in your pack. Each piece of information is a supply that you'd rather have and not need than need and not have. So, what can you tell me about the moves that your Pokemon use?
I mean, I think Shiloh just learned a pretty good one. He finally seemed to have mastered Psychic, so that's progress. And, Ling Ling's got a healthy little mix. Got some ghost moves, got some normal, got some Psychic. I mean, I think we got some good, definitely some good fairy options with Shiloh as well. But I think that pretty much covers the mix.
It's not bad. It's not a bad start. Julian, what about you?
What do I have to do with this?
What can you tell me about the moves that your Pokemon use?
Okay, sure. Brunoise is water psychic, so he knows some water moves, and some psychic moves. And Yaki is a fire type, so she knows fire type moves.
Very good, Julian. You exceeded my expectations. Estelle, what about you?
Oh, well, I don't like to make the Pokemon fight if they don't want to. But Mr. Mime, he has the psychic gnosis and confusion and your basic sort of psychic attacks. But those were from before he came into my life. And Dottler, well, Dottler's still really growing, and we haven't really explored all the things that Dottler can do, but really, Dottler explores the world through psychic powers. So, again, it's a psychic Pokemon. And there's Haunter, of course, which is a ghost Pokemon. We've just met. We're still getting to know each other.
That one knows ghost type moves.
That's
in case
true.
you were wondering.
Yes. And it might very well know some other types of moves, but we're still getting to know each other and evolving our friendship. It'll be fine.
All right.
Something wrong with that Mr. Mime, man. I swear. I don't know.
Mr. Mime's just behind, like
something's off.
Just that unblinking stare that Mr. Mime has, like he doesn't have eyelids, and you're just like, why? Why didn't anyone draw you eyelids? Why?
Well, all right. Speaking of that Haunter, so what can you tell me about this ghost grabbing guy?
Oh, he was very rude.
He sucked.
Okay. But anything about him as a trainer? Anything you know about his Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I assume he's going to use ghosts, but I don't know if we got to see that much of his Pokemon.
All right. Well, start there. What do you know about ghost types?
They are dead.
and kind of scary.
Oh, I don't know that.
Hunter.
I don't know that they're scary. It's just everybody gets a little lonely sometimes. You could need a friend.
Well, like I said, I
super dead.
would, speaking as, a former gym trainer myself, I would strongly encourage you to find out everything that you can. Every piece of trivia is a card in your hand. I mean, hey, you can always go ask Professor Maple for some study materials. Just don't let him talk your ear off, is where he's worse than France. So I guess that with that out of the way. Sorry, Julian, you had something.
I was just wondering, this guy's a gym leader, right? Or something, technically? Has anybody gotten his badge that we could talk to? Anybody, fought him?
Well, I don't think they have badges technically at the tower, do they? Because they're not an official gym.
Oh, right. He's a battle tower guy. Okay.
Oh, so Brendan, you are appearing to be muted to me?
No? Can everyone else hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What was the last thing you heard?
What was the last thing you said?
I've said several things so far this session.
Okay.
What was the last thing you heard?
That's okay.
I think you might have just had ghost captions.
That's fine. Ghost captions it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, in the absence of any information besides the fact that you know that he's using ghost types, obviously you're using psychic types. That means that this is gonna be hard going for you guys.
Oh.
But there are things that you can do. Any hit your Pokemon takes is going to be rough. So what can you do about that?
I mean,
Just didn't see my game notes.
not get hit, I would say would be probably be the first step.
That is actually where I was gonna go with that.
Actually correct.
What I think we're gonna need to focus on is gonna be toughness and speed. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a shot. I'm willing to try anything.
Yeah, let's go.
So enthusiastic. Oh, well, I can help, of course, dear, but do we really think I'm going to be battling?
Yeah.
All right, all right. yeah,
Yes. Were
let's-
you not
let's-
planning on it?
Well, no, I was planning on doing a lot of paperwork and rebuilding the gym, but I can do that too. It's fine.
Because we've got like a baby, and we've got like my half psychic duck. You're the only one with like an actual psychic type. No offense to Shiloh.
Really? Oh, well, all right. That's all right, dear. We can do that.
I think when you say that, Ling Ling jingles in your ear kind
Just
of
like-
aggressively.
Right, and this
Excuse
thing.
you.
And this thing.
A
His walking car crash.
a baby, a duck, and this walking car crash. Wonderful.
Poor Ling Ling.
All I'm saying is
Okay.
that thing is terrifying.
So, oh god.
All right, everybody.
Yes.
Pokeballs out.
Balls out. Sorry.
Yep. Balls
Where's-
out. That's right.
We're not doing phrasing anymore.
There's
Check.
gonna be a lot of that in this game. So
This game's not tough.
Sorry, there's a lot to keep up.
Yep. All right. There we go. Thank you.
I keep getting
appreciate
distracted by the
that.
chat. I
Appreciate that.
apologize.
It's so tempting. I'm trying not to look.
It's you should do that. You should not look. Don't look.
No. I'm not going there. No.
It's fine. It's fine.
They're really
All right.
doing their job tonight. Yes, let's
Yeah.
battle Billy's mom.
Thank you all.
All right.
All right. Speed and reaction time. So, some of you may have caught your Pokemon. Some of you may have befriended them. And what we're going to do is we're going to catch them again. You were going to try and capture your Pokemon with a Pokeball. And they're going to be doing their level best to not get caught.
Like a new Pokeball or the same Pokeball?
Same Pokeball.
What are we supposed to take away from this?
It's agility training, dear.
Reaction time.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's do that instead of battling. Yes, good. Let's throw Pokeballs at them. Let's do it. Love this
Ephraim
idea.
used to use this technique too, you know.
Julian gives a pained smile and a thumbs up. I'm on the team. Let's go.
Team player reluctantly. Well,
All right.
Yeah.
So how this is how I will let you guys describe kind of how this goes down narratively, mechanically speaking. Basically, what you're going to be doing is you are going to be rolling fitness contested by whatever die or move you think would be most appropriate for your Pokemon. You are rolling against yourself.
ooh, interesting.
Very interesting. Okay. All right, cool.
All right. So who
Let's
wants to go
see.
first?
I can go first. I have all my stuff up. So I am rolling. Julian, me is rolling
Yes.
tactics. Is that it?
Fitness.
Fitness, right? Okay, cool. Fitness, and then I guess Brunoise is probably going to do, I think water gun would make the most sense. Just kind of like running, dodging, and just trying to blast the balls out of midair.
Blast them balls, yeah.
Blast them balls.
As one does.
All right. So does that just, do I not roll my tactics for that like I
Right,
normally
yeah,
would?
so you'll be
Okay,
rolling
cool.
your fitness, and you'll be
Got it.
basically rolling Brunoise's water gun die type.
Okay, well, these are the same, so that is easy.
I guess the question is going to be, since they're the same color, technically, in the
Yeah.
Roll20, which one is which? So you might want to do them one at a time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll roll mine first. I'll roll fitness first. That is a 3 for Julian, and
See, we got special effects now.
I know, we're so fancy. And that is a 4 for Brunoise.
All right, how's that go?
Not great for Julian. I think Brunoise is very good at what he does. He's a very experienced battling Pokemon. And so Julian, you know, I don't think Julian tries very hard at first. But the more Brunoise like blasts them away, the harder he actually starts to try. It's been a very long time since Julian actually tried to like catch a Pokemon. So I think after a while it like starts to come back to him a little bit when he gets into it. Brunoise just like blasts them all away. And after a few minutes of that, I think they're probably both kind of sweaty and standing there and out of breath.
All right, Estelle, how's it going?
So I think Estelle is gonna roll her fitness against we're gonna go with Mr. Mime's hypnosis.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
baby, grip it and rip it. The
Aw.
baby and the half
And the half
psychic
psychic
duck. Thank you, guest checkout. You the real MVP.
Thanks, guest checkout.
Guest checkout
We're
is
gonna-
always our best donator.
It's true. Glad to see you back in the stream, and we will add another one. We will add another luck point for the for general consumption.
So I think Estelle is going to go up against Mr. Mime's hypnosis.
Okay.
Which, if it plays out the way I think it is, we've got Estelle's 3 and Mr. Mime's 5. So you look over and Estelle has, the ball has like, it's like she was in the mid-throw and she decided to take a nap. Like, it's just the ball's on the floor. Mr. Mime is actually like putting a blanket on her.
This is just their nightly routine.
Yeah, she tries to throw a Pokeball at him and he, you know, puts her to sleep. It's fine. You know, at her age, you can always do with a nap. You know, so I think after that, it's all up to you guys what you want. Because, you know, Dottler's not going to be much better with this one. Agility training.
All right, Billy.
Yeah, so I think it'll just be Billy's fitness versus Shiloh will be using teleport to try and like teleport out of the way. We'll see how this goes. D8. Oh. Oh, so yeah, I think Billy starts chunking them and like Shiloh's just actually moving. And I think Billy, like, kind of similar to Julian, but for different reasons, like, kind of softballs the first one. But it's more like he just doesn't want to, like, go too aggressive at Shiloh. And then he's, like, pleasantly surprised when Shiloh teleports right out of the way. And he's kind of, like, shocked. And then he keeps trying harder and harder, and Shiloh's just staying ahead of it. And he's very pleasantly surprised.
Operation Shiloh's confidence is going according to plan.
Good, good.
Good, good.
Susan looks somewhat bemused at the situation. All right, well, it's a start, I suppose. All right. Toughness. She waves you all over to the swimming hole. Down sort of like in over the next hill from you guys. and sort of lounge. There's sort of a dock there, and sort of lounging sleepily on the dock is a very large, very husky pillow swine.
Susan, I'm not going to throw a pillow swine at my Pokemon.
Oh no! Don't worry. No. This time you and your Pokemon are both going to be throwing yourselves.
We're gonna throw ourselves at the pillow swine, dear?
No, into the pond. You're all going to jump in
Oh.
this pond.
For toughness.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's do that.
I think Estelle looks over and is just like suspicious that this is some sort of grand joke, but willing to play along because
Yeah.
whatever. That's another day alive. Let's go.
This pond's on the farm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Billy know what's in this pond?
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a swimming hole. You have swum.
It is not a sheep dip pond.
It is a well swum hole. The presence of the pillow swine does give you some pause. You're not sure what that's about.
It does.
Indeed.
I think, yeah, once again, Julian is trying very hard to not be
Balls and holes, man. What can I say?
listen. I think Julian is trying very hard to be take this as seriously as he possibly can. It's very hard for him. He's struggling, but he's doing his best. So he will again try to be the first one to volunteer. And he will just kind of like walk down to the water with Brunoise and I think probably like at least take off his overshirt. And probably start to like take off the t-shirt underneath it and then like stop himself. I don't know if anybody else notices that.
The world's not ready for that gun show.
The world is not ready for that. But probably for like backstory reasons.
Other reasons.
No, it's not a horny thing. It's a backstory thing. It's fine.
It's fine. Secret
fine.
backstory stuff. It's fine.
No, it's just a dark secret, okay?
Yeah, but it's not horny. He and then he will jump in the water with
exactly. We're wholesome here. There's no horny in Pokemon.
Nope.
Exactly.
Before you jump, there's no everybody's going in. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody ready? On the count of 3. You guys gonna go?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Billy's just gonna start running to do a cannonball. Why not?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Does everyone jump?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Pokemon 2.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys are midair, the pillow swine, sort of snoring away, apparently has been awake and just sort of takes a deep inhale of breath and exhales this icy gust over the pond that, as you see this thin sheen of ice form on the surface. This frost creeps up all of the various cattails around the edges of it, and you splash down, and it is cold as shit.
Are you trying to kill me? Why are you trying to kill the old lady?
Julian is just like treading water, staring daggers at Susan. He's like, "Oh, you," but he's like shivering too much to finish the thought.
You have a fire Pokemon. Do something about it.
I didn't bring it. It's not psychic. I thought I couldn't use it. These gyms have stupid rules.
Is that actually the rule? Like, can I not use Hunter in this battle?
So technically, so the rule as it currently stands is that everyone has to, all the Pokemon involved have to have Psychic as at least one of their types.
Okay.
Theoretically, since you're running the gym now, you could theoretically adjust those rules, but you would just need to decide what the new rule is. But for the moment, Susan, trying not to smile too much, next to the pillow swine on the dock, says, "This is where we're going to practice toughness. You and your Pokemon going to practice your moves here in the freezing water."
Dear, that's not toughness. That's the ability to withstand hypothermia. And mind you, like, Mr. Mime is, like, valiantly trying to keep Estelle above the water. And Dottler's, like, spread out to try to not go in through the ice. So, yeah.
I think Brunoise is probably just having a great time.
It's true, probably, yeah.
He's literally in his element.
It's true.
Yeah. I think so. Are we intended to like utilize moves here in order to like?
Basically, yeah. It's basically like practicing your coordination and your moves under adverse conditions.
Cool. Cause just so we're all tracking, I have like 0 toughness. And I'm in fact about to sink like an old lady icicle to the bottom of this pond.
Well, all the more challenge for Mr. Mime in that case. Can he can Mr. Mime execute his moves while also juggling Estelle?
Oh no.
All right, let's just get this over with. Brunoise, Fury swipes. And I don't think Brunoise is gonna have an issue with it. Should we just roll that one like normal?
I would say, yeah, go ahead and roll that like normal, but at a -2.
To both?
To -2 on the total roll.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, cool.
I also think while all this was happening, like, Billy had grabbed Shallow, but I think Aster came running up when we were all running towards the water, and then saw the ice and immediately went nope, and is like playing off the side.
No. Oh.
That is a total of 1. I think Julian dips under the water, and Brunoise can't execute his attack because he has to save me from drowning.
Chattering teeth up.
Yeah. As like Brunoise is like pulling Julian back up to the surface and kind of like supporting him under the shoulder, I'm just gonna fix Susan with another glare and say, this is the worst thing you've ever done.
That's some heavily laden implications there. What else has Susan done?
Mm-hmm. All right, Estelle, how's it going?
As bad as this.
So, are we rolling toughness? How are we doing that?
So in this case, actually, you're not rolling toughness. This is more practicing toughness in the abstract rather than the stat toughness.
Ah, okay, yeah. All right, then I am. So I'm just I can just roll like heart or fitness or.
Yeah. So yeah, roll your preferred stat move combination at a -2.
D8 plus 1D. What are we playing? 1/6. Okay. 4. And then so it's these two -2.
You get to roll that 8 again.
I do. Stell is strangely a boss. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm actually using is Dottler.
Okay.
She's utilizing Dottler as a little floaty, and Dottler's utilizing Endure to basically endure the cold and endure the situation. Endure allows the user to survive any attack that would cause it to faint. So
all right.
I'm assuming the icy depths would do both Dottler and Estelle in, so that is how she is utilizing that. It's now a floaty backpack Pokemon.
All right, Billy, what you doing?
So I didn't specify this earlier, but since we've been training, I think Billy has ditched his like farmer gear overalls, so he is definitely just wearing his like short denim shorts and his like crop green tees, so he is freezing. But he is trying very hard, like this is training, I gotta get better. Like trying to be stoic as he's just shivering relentlessly. And I think he's trying to like hype up Shiloh, who's also like freezing. And given Shiloh's like tendency for projection, I think everyone is aware how cold Shiloh is in the vicinity, but they're just gonna try and push through it. So I was thinking of using Heart with Psychic, as
Cool.
they're just trying to tough through it.
Cool. Yeah. Tough. So that heart psychic -2.
That is an
All right.
8,
All right.
which I
Another
get
ace.
to reroll that. That's a 12, and then there's
Nice.
also a D10 in there, which is a 10. I should have saved this for the
Jesus.
gym battle. That's a 50 plus 12. That's a 27 minus 2. 25. Billy's
Are-
just all of a sudden no longer cold. He's just adjusted.
Yeah.
It's all those hikes with your dad.
So with that, I mean, and given the swingy nature of Shiloh, that kind of makes sense, I think. But walk us through what happens here.
I think what happens is like they're freezing. And Billy's like trying to tough it out, but he's like telling Shiloh to use Psychic, and Shiloh's solution is to use Psychic to lift them both up out of the freezing cold water. So they're just psychically floating in the air above the water. And like Billy's like, oh, it's not so bad now.
Quite a warm day.
So yeah, they're just floating above the water.
Susan, looks at you guys, reasonably impressed. Like, not bad, but you're not getting out until everybody gets it. And with that, Pillow Swine takes in another breath. The water had just been starting, because it's not actually like winter out. The water had been starting to readjust. You've been getting used to the temperature, but Pillow Swine inhales again, lets out another blast of freezing air over the lake that drops the temperature again, and also blows both Billy, Shiloh, Estelle, and Dottler back into the water again.
As it draws in that breath, can I just very quickly say, Brunoise, disable.
Screw that.
Okay, yeah,
She
sure.
said we had to use moves to survive in the cold water. She didn't say how.
Okay, all right, go for it. Do your what is it, tactics disable, or however you want to do it?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be
Right.
tactics
disable -2.
Yes. That's a 3. That's a 3.
All right. Yeah, I think what you get out, disay, and then just
Yeah. It turns
Julian,
out
you
Julian is
didn't-
not a strong swimmer.
Yeah. I was going to say, Julian, you didn't tell us you can't swim.
Shut up. I can swim. I had a normal childhood where I learned how to do normal child things like swimming.
All right. So, Julian, what's your next attempt?
God, I don't know.
There's
I'm
no
not
such thing
good
as a
at
normal
this.
childhood.
It's true.
Since do we
Julian-
count as observers? Can I like give him a cheer?
Yeah,
Like,
sure. Yeah, if you would like to try
is-
if you would like to try and assist in some way, yeah, that'd be fine.
I can think of nothing Julian would love more than Estelle cheering him on trying to swim.
Yeah. I just don't have like very much at all that I can do here. I think maybe yeah. Okay, cool. So Julian is gonna say, all right, Bruno. It's been a while, but let's do it. And he like holds up his arm over his head, and Brunoise like leaps up, uses it as a springboard, launches himself up into the air, does like sort of a very fancy corkscrew, and heads straight down at the water as Julian yells out, Zen headbutt. And just going to try to clear as much of that surface level frigid water out of the pond as possible with the force of the impact.
Okay.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, my stats that are higher are not really applicable in this situation.
Yeah, no, it's not a cooking contest, sadly.
No, well, I just mean like even the other moves.
Yeah.
Okay, that's yes. All right, cool. I can finally. All right, finally something aces or explodes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 9 plus 3 is 12 minus 2, so 10.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Well, and that is a crit. So I'm saying, okay. So yeah, Brunoise dives in, and you see the energy discharge as he shockwaves the pond. And so the force of the wave actually sloshes all of the water momentarily out of the pond, depositing Estelle, Mr. Mime, Dotler, Billy, and Shiloh all onto the shore. And Susan on the dock is drenched in a wave of water, and the water sloshes back into the pond, and she is just sort of standing there, wet. Not exactly glaring at you, but all right. All right, class dismissed. I'm gonna go try
Look,
off.
I did it. Susan.
Estelle
I
just
did
like
it.
giggles. Just sitting there on the dock, wet, giggling.
All right, hit the showers, y'all.
Yes. Good. We did training. We trained.
So I keep noticing the luck points going up. Is that supposed to be happening?
Oh, I don't know why that's happening, actually. That's super weird.
Because I know we bumped from 1 to 2, but now we
Yeah.
have
No,
acquired.
yeah,
Four,
it has
too.
it has been going up, but it's bound to very specific keys, and I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay.
I'll look into it, but either
Okay.
way.
All right. I was just curious. I was like, oh, is someone like? So I wanted to shout out if people were like donating, but I'm like, no. Okay. Cool.
No, it's not automated. I have to
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. All right.
But, yeah.
Manually have to give us the pluses.
I know. But yeah, we only have 2, actually.
That's so. Well, I think that was quite clever. Well done, dear.
Desperate
What?
times.
Why don't we go get into some dry clothes? Come on, we'll head back to the house and throw everything in the dryer.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Julian, if he can, I think is going to try to get an opportunity to talk to Susan. Ideally without the other two. So maybe like after he puts his clothes in the wash and like is sort of toweling off his hair, which I think is probably actually down for the first time that any of you have seen it. So it's like you see that it's actually like shoulder length when he doesn't have it pulled up in the back.
In the bun.
In the bun, yes.
In the bun.
Is Julian, while he's waiting for his clothes to dry, wearing one of Bart's bathrobes?
Probably, yeah. So it's probably massive on me, even though Julian is not a small guy. But yeah, he is going to try to get an opportunity to talk to Susan.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I think he'll say, okay, look, just level with me. Why aren't you doing this?
I mean, I thought about it. Thought about it a lot. Still thinking about it, honestly. Just I mean, I keep telling myself that it's about the farm. Keep making excuses, but I mean, you said you wanted me to level with you. Just got a lot of memories in that place. It was a different time in my life, and you can't go home again at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I get it, but we we don't have much, and you know that. Yeah, Billy's getting better. Stell is doing it.
Y'all gonna be
But
surprised. Stell's gonna whip out some moves. All right, let's go.
but you remember I'm not built for this. I'm not.
Billy, mute your mic. Your keyboard is so loud.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's actually not coming through on stream. But
Oh, good.
yes,
Oh, okay.
for everybody
Yeah,
else.
I was, yeah.
Sorry, I just had to share that. I don't know if anyone else caught that. I get it, but translated to I got a butt.
I got a butt.
I got
I
it.
get it. I got a butt.
I got a butt. I don't know what I'm doing out here. Okay. This isn't what I learned how to do.
No. I know it's not. But it's still, it's something. It's, you know more about fighting than Billy does, than Estelle does. And they need that. Maybe it's not league regulation, but like you said, right now it's all you've got. And, you know, I think you might surprise yourself. I mean, I remember that night before before everything, you know, happened. You were doing pretty good.
Try not to think about it.
I get that. But at the same time, I think maybe what you were trying to do was maybe try to start down another path. And I think maybe there's something down that path for you.
That's a much more generous interpretation than I deserve. But
I agree. But here we are.
Julian like backs out of the kitchen or wherever, like kind of spreads his arms as he goes and says, "I'm here. I'm still here." So whatever. And then will remove himself from this uncomfortably emotional conversation.
And then Susan just walks out into the kitchen. It's like, so do any of you all want juice?
You hear yes from the stairs as Billy comes running downstairs and into the kitchen. Wearing the same exact outfit that he took off to, that is still in the dryer drying, because anime rules.
Yeah.
Anime.
I mean, you don't change outfits without having an entire closet's worth.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
I mean, God, just the the costs of the cells alone.
I think both Estelle and Mr. Mime are in robes. And Dottler's got like a little head like wrap thing on. No reason. just because to be involved.
Just be included.
Included.
Yeah.
You know. So do you look awkward coming out of there, or do you just look fine?
No, probably. Julian always kind of looks awkward around all of you, I think. So
yeah, then
yes.
Estelle's gonna feed you. She's gonna feed you. Like, you left her unattended in a kitchen for 10 minutes. She's cooking something. Julian is just awkward. Aw, would you like a jukebox? The chat likes Julian.
So I think Julian actually, if Estelle is cooking something, Julian will sort of like naturally gravitate over towards it, and will like slowly and non-threateningly take it
over
away from you.
Yeah, take over. Yeah.
Yes,
that's fine. She like, as long as like honestly, that's probably her plan, is to give you something to do that's in your comfort zone.
Yes. He
So
he just starts like doing some prep work, like chopping some vegetables or something, and then like adds them to the pot, and then like sort of absentmindedly is like, oh, could you grab like some of the cream out of the fridge, and
of course,
and just start measuring it out. Yeah.
She just starts assisting you, because like I think Julian wouldn't have taken over Susan's kitchen, but I think Estelle has known Susan long enough that, you know, she just started cooking lunch because everybody's had a rough day, all that training.
Yeah.
I mean, she's clearly familiar enough with the kitchen that she already knows where everything is.
Exactly. And you know, now you took it over and you making the foods. It's gonna be good.
But I mixed up the salt and the sugar because it's not my kitchen and it's bad. I rolled a 2 for cooking.
I am going to assist you with heart, and just like there. You go to reach for it. Here, let me roll a heart. Hold on. I assist with a 3. So, like,
you salvage it. It's a sweet and salty dish.
I show you how to put a potato in to remove salt, and that it soaks it up, and you know, then it's not as horrible.
Potato.
Yeah.
So while this delicious scene is going on, Billy, what are you doing?
Billy is enjoying his juice, sitting at the counter on a bar stool, just like ready and waiting. Like, it's like, oh, people start making food, you come down, you sit at the bar, you get ready. Like, he's just awaiting what's coming. He's got Shiloh up in his lap. Ling Ling is bouncing around, being just an absolute menace while people are trying to cook. Maybe responsible for Julian's mishap with the salt and the sugar.
As you are sitting there, you notice, or glancing out of your kitchen window, just out across the field, someone standing there, just in the middle of the field.
Creepy.
Looking at you.
Mom, do we have anyone planning to stop by?
No, I don't think so.
There's somebody out in the field.
That's weird. I don't know.
I'm gonna go say hi. And Billy's gonna hop down and start walking out the door to go see who they are.
Okay. You walk across the field to them, and you get closer. It's weird because it's almost like like double vision, because you would swear this looks just like Estelle, but you just left Estelle in the kitchen. But she has the same build, very, very similar face, is stooped over, wearing all black, leaning on a cane,
Oh, no.
with a pair, wearing a pair of wraparound sunglasses.
Um,
Mr.
and
Baker,
hi. What brings you to the farm?
you tell me. It's time for the lesson.
Oh, um, you were who I called, I suppose.
The Esper will suffice.
Yeah, the Esper. Nice to meet you.
I'm sure.
Um, well, how do we start the training? I did some of the running the other day. I think that was uh associated with this, and we just did some nice water training. I don't know if that is related.
She sort of smirks slightly. Pardon me, sorry. Weird. Headphone itch.
Pregnant. Sorry.
Hmm?
The caption said pregnant. Sorry.
Pregnant. Nope. Pregnant, sorry. The first lesson is awareness. Extrasensory perception can't exist without perception. Tell me, Mr. Baker, where are we?
Um, we're on the farm, out in the yard, to be more specific, I suppose.
All right. Why are we here?
Well, we were doing some training, and then I was waiting for food, and then you were standing here, so I came to say hi.
I'm standing here because I had a premonition that this is where we would have our first lesson. It certainly wasn't a convenient time for me, so I assumed it had to be convenient for you. So, why are we here?
I mean, there's a battle coming up, and so maybe it's to get ahead of that?
Let's go back to the first question. Where are we right now? What's around you?
Um, Grass, the family farm, Aster down here.
It's a start. But you've missed one crucial detail.
You?
No, dear. Franz. And you feel a pair of hands suddenly on your shoulders from behind you. And you realize that somehow this hulking hypno has snuck up behind you and is just sort of looming.
Oh, hello?
Awareness, dear. Perception. You failed the first lesson, but maybe you'll do better on the second and it'll average out. The second thing we're going to be learning is will. Intention. Choosing to be here. To be present. Choosing to follow through with our actions. I suppose I've gotten a little bit ahead of myself. Let me introduce you. Mr. Baker, this is Franz, my companion. He's going to be putting you to sleep.
Oh, okay. That's only mildly concerning.
It's only mildly concerning. It's fine.
Yeah. I had a premonition that I was going to be here. What's your excuse? At this point, that seems like something between you and him. And you already sort of, like, you feel Franz, like, looking at you behind you, and just even, like, knowing that he's there, you're starting to feel a little bit groggy.
So just to be clear, is the goal to stay awake or to go to sleep?
Never sleep if you can help it. That's my philosophy.
I mean, that doesn't sound healthy, but you're the expert.
Trust me, it's better than the alternative. So,
Billy's gonna try to stay awake.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want to roll, I would say at either fitness or heart, your choice.
They're the same, so.
Okay, cool. And all right. And I'm actually okay, so I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. So okay, so you got, so that's what, a 5.
Mhm.
Sorry, my first roll on this is I can technology.
I can also technology. Ooh.
Oh.
It fooled us with that 8.
Get
Almost.
fucked, friends.
It was a very inconvenient time.
And yeah, you feel this heaviness coming over you. You feel like almost a magnetic pull, like dragging you into the ground. But somehow you are able to keep your eyelids stapled open as Hypno doesn't even have his pendulum out. He just has his hands crossed behind his back, just looking at you. And after this lengthy staring contest, the Esper nods. Not bad, not bad. 1 pass, 1 fail, 50%. Better than 0%, I suppose.
Well, thank you. To be honest, I think the juice helped. I can never, all the sugar, it takes me a little bit to come down.
Oh my god, Billy.
Well, you're not hopeless, at least. It's honestly better than I was expecting. Say hi to Estelle from me. And then she and Franz just sort of start trudging away, not actually towards the road. They're just trudging out into the middle of the field, further and further into the middle of nowhere.
I think Billy, like, kind of softly is like, I mean, the roads, I guess you probably know. It's fine. And then just turns around and heads back towards the house. Swings by the
walk into the house and
water, the pond, and throws some of the hopefully still slightly chilly water on his face.
Yeah, you managed to stay awake, but man, you could go for a nap right now.
You walk back into the house just to Julian in the kitchen, like just full on in the middle of a meltdown, yelling at Susan and Estelle, like, nothing's labeled. You just have jars with things in them. It could be anything.
Who doesn't try things before they cook?
I reached for what I thought was cinnamon. It was cumin. So I thought, okay, the other one must be cinnamon. But no, it was more cumin.
Why do you have 2 cumins?
Dear, why can't you smell the difference? You're a chef.
I was in the heat of the moment.
Oh, all right. Everyone calm down and let's eat. Oh, Billy, you're back. And I think, are you visibly tired?
Oh yeah, he's like both tired and also like clearly very like shooken up.
I think Estelle sort of nods and goes, "Ah, yes, will is the only weapon. I remember that one." And she just like rolls her eyes and like walks back to get the juice.
Well, guys, all tuckered out.
Walks straight to the fridge, grabs a second juice, and then just sits down on the bar stool.
So yeah. Well, how did it go?
Confusing, terrifying, and successful? In that order.
I would say that does describe your sister in 3 words.
How many Pokemon did she have sneak up on you?
I mean, one that I know of.
Oh, just the one. Oh, she's being nice. Oh yes, it'll work out, dear. You'll learn.
And I think he like peeks over his shoulder again just to tell his chat. For the next 2 to 4 days, Billy is constantly looking behind himself at random times.
The point is, dear, that you're supposed to sense the Pokemon and your opponent, and where they are in the battlefield. You see, psychic Pokemon is all about the mind. It's all about, both outsmarting and out intuiting your opponents, and you'll get there. It'll be grand.
Well, will I be half as scary when I do?
Oh, no, dear, no. No one's as scary as my sister. No. It's actually a requirement of being the Esper, the final levels of training. I'm fairly certain it's all about the bowl cut, and I don't know that those are not the glasses my mother wore as well, so it helps as you get older, you naturally get a little bit more scary. But yes, you get raised by a hypno, and I think it just has that sort of effect on you. I'm not.
For the first time, Billy looks at Mr. Mime kind of affectionately, like rating on a pretty harsh curve at this point.
And it does. They're grand Pokemon too, and they make great nannies. But an Abra invading your mind to test whether or not you're prepared to defend yourself is not everybody's 10th birthday. So
I forgot about the casual Abra brain probes we established.
I'm just like painting a horrific picture of Estelle's background. It's not meant to be abusive. It's just that they raise everyone to be the Esper. Like,
Billy is just sitting with Shiloh in his lap, kind of like casually petting Shiloh's head with a 1,000-yard stare. Just like.
And once you get the hang of it, you can actually sense that the Pokemon don't mean you any harm. They think it's quite funny to sneak up on you.
That
it's fucked up, Jesus.
Yes, they never harm you, really. It's more of a it's sort of a hide and seek game. Think of it like that.
Oh god.
That's better?
Just childhood playing hide and seek with Uncle Hypno. Yeah, no,
Yes.
that sounds fine.
No,
It's fine.
and it prepares you for. It gives you great instincts. I mean, that's about 80 some years ago for me, so it wears off. But you'll do well. It'll be fine. You're so in tune with your Pokemon already.
All right, so what are you guys going to do next? On that note,
Get Billy's psychic powers. That's what we're gonna.
Therapy.
Fast
Therapy
track
too.
into being psychic.
so at this point, you've still got a couple days till the match at this point. So what would you like to do?
Is there any way for us to like be doing some leveling or like anything like that, or training our Pokemon to increase their levels?
We head out to the tall grass and just grind.
I'm not saying let's do a 48-hour grind or whatever, but
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that.
All right. Yeah, well, yeah, so that was sort of, like Susan was, doing some training with you guys, and yeah, if you want to like go try to find some wild encounters and just get some experience that way, that's also a thing you can do if you want to. The sky's the limit.
Okay, so question, because I haven't actually asked this, like, are we doing sort of like more of a milestone leveling type of thing, or are we doing like I need to actually go out and battle. Because if we're going milestones, I'm totally gonna go wreck some corporations.
I mean, so it's more milestone based, but like, going out and battling wild Pokemon is also a legit way to level. So, however if you want to go cause trouble with Silphco, that's fine. If you want to go battle some wild Pokemon, that's fine. You can, like, just mentioned talking to Professor Maple too. Like, there are a bunch of different potential ways you can go about this. I know Julian still has his mysterious key card as well. And if at some point you're like, all right, we're ready, we can have that fight.
Silphco, I think, actually was my next stopping point. So I think Julian will, fresh out of the dryer, he finishes like buttoning his dark green shirt back on, and he says, "All right, I'm gonna see a corporation about an intern." Which is not, it's not a euphemism. That's just what I'm going to do. So, bye.
Billy, just be careful of corners. And I'm gonna take Mr. Mime and head to my doctor's appointment. But before I go, I'm actually going to go get the prior gym leader, take him with me. Cause I think Estelle noticed that he was having some like health issues last time. And by God, if she's gonna have to go to the doctor, so is he.
Old useless Greg.
Yeah, yes, Greg. There you go. I could not, for some reason I wanted to say Billy, and I was like, nope, that is wrong, brain. It's fine. It's fine. The Adderall is worn off. Everything's fine.
I just took my second Adderall right before this.
How do you sleep and do that? You're mad. Insane.
I have a very low dosage.
There you go.
Yes. Julian's gonna get in his truck and drive out to Silphco.
Do it.
Okay.
I was actually expecting Estelle to crash my trip, but I'm happy to do it solo.
If you really want me to, I will.
Well, I mean, you seemed very gung ho about fucking with Silphco.
Yeah, let's do that instead. Billy, you want to come on? You should do this. Come with us, Billy.
It'll build character.
Build
Are
character.
there any terrifying psychics there?
Oh, probably yes.
I was really hoping you would say no, but okay.
Oh, no, dear. If they're going to try to take over the psychic gym, they're definitely going to have some terrifying psychics, yes.
From over Estelle's shoulder, from like behind her, Julian just like points to Mr. Mime and like puts his arms up.
I see your point, Julian, but Mr. Mime seems downright friendly at this point.
Must have been a hell of a hypno. You're on 2 juices. It's not even 5 p.m. Easy on the sauce there, Tiger.
You're actually going to crash on the way and like end up taking a nap in the cabin.
No, no sleep, not for a long time.
No, never sleep again. That was the real point. That was the real point of the Esper's lesson. Never sleep again.
It's gonna come to the gym battle. It's just gonna be a pile of juice boxes, and Billy's just wired his bags under his eyes.
Sleep no more. And on that note, do you want to take a quick 10-minute break?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, we will be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you,
everybody. Please stick around. See you then.
All right, and we are actually back a little early. Did not need as much time for that break as we thought. So, you guys,
unheard of for us.
I know. So you guys are all piling in Julian's truck and driving out to Sylph City.
Yep. Sylph City.
Sylph City.
Again, all of my Pokemon are out, either in the bed or in the cab of the truck.
Not that one. I pointed Lincoln.
Ling Ling, you can ride in the back with me.
It is a little bit of a schlep to get over to Sylph City, but not undoable.
There we go.
Eventually, some of the various communities surrounding Esper Bay, that as the population has kind of contracted into the center of Esper Bay, gradually the various empty, windswept homes start to give way to these gated communities of row on row of prefab houses. Various sort of like, a lot of pastel paneling, faux brick, and you get into the city center. If nothing else, the roads are quite nice. You cannot remember the last time that your truck's suspension complained this little.
It's not right. It's not natural.
It's unnatural. And you get towards the downtown of Sylph City, which has a number of very kind of glass high rises all around. Essentially, it's a corporate campus.
These overlays are stellar. Who does the art?
I was just gonna type it out, but like I just kind of cobble them together. So,
It is our will. Yes.
Yes.
but thank you so much. I work very hard at them.
He's very
Um,
talented.
He put Will really puts a lot of work
no,
into
Don't do this.
I'm doing it. Will
Don't do
puts
this.
I'm doing it right now. I am the game master.
His talent is
just
amazing.
Will puts a lot of work into these streams. I feel like it really needs to be said.
He's our OBS master, and he likes to play with overlays.
he does.
And he like figures out cool new things for us to do, like dice rolling across the screen. And
Will really is kind of the MVP. Gonna say
you
it.
weaponize your ADHD. That's what it is.
That is
I
what it is.
recognize it. Yeah, like I understand these skills. I can learn
Please.
anything with the power of brain.
Please stop saying nice things about me. I
No.
cannot take it.
Fine.
You take 8 psychic damage.
Mhm.
All right, so now you eventually manage to, after you're pretty sure you've
It's true.
taken at least 4 or 5 left turns that you shouldn't have been able to make, but you have at least found your way into a parking garage. You take a look at the sign, with the ticket that it's spitting out, and just kind of like throw up in your mouth a little bit when you see how much they're charging. But yeah.
My
I'm like
God.
sitting on my mic stand. Oh dear.
Kind of makes me
That's-
miss that haunted graveyard.
It makes me glad I own my home.
So now that you're in Sylph City, where are you guys going?
To bring down the parking garage.
All right, cool. We're just gonna bomb the
Side
parking garage.
quest.
Sounds good.
It's not. No, we're not. I'm not allowed to become a terrorist in game or out. That's the rules.
One rule.
those are the rules.
They're the rules. Chaotic good. That's what we're going for. So let's. I guess we're gonna go try to find out about this intern.
Yeah, Julian is utterly perplexed and just kind of like I don't know where to start.
There is a sort of a general visitor center, and then there is like the city hall basically of Sylph City, which is labeled as the community engagement center.
Is that okay? So where would land records be?
For the company?
Well, I mean, for the town. Well, I guess for the island, really.
Well,
Because I wouldn't assume that there's like multiple cities with land records and stuff.
The town is the company. The company is the town.
Yeah.
Tis an
Let's
Amazon
start
stream.
es moi. That I mean, you probably, I mean, you could hazard a guess that probably at least either the visitor center or the community engagement center probably is a good place to start.
All right. Then let's go do your thing first. Yeah.
Yeah, the three of us will walk into the community engagement center looking wildly out of place, I'm sure.
All 3 Pokemon still out.
There's a young woman behind the counter. Says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the Silph City Community Engagement Center. My name is Sheila. How can I help you guys?"
Hey, Sheila, you know this guy? I put the badge down. He lost his badge, and I just really want to get it back to him.
Just looks at it a hard second. I mean, I don't recognize him personally, but I mean, that doesn't mean he doesn't work here. It's an intern, looks like. Let me see. I think I should be able to look up, his number here. I don't know. Let me see if I can find. He just kind of goes over onto her laptop and is accessing a couple different systems. Let me just. It's weird.
Or the rules are just suggestions.
Sorry, it's just taking a minute.
I'm just reading the chat love for Will. Because it continued far beyond where we were allowed to. We were required to stop.
Oh,
so.
oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No. Real strong.
Sorry, it's just sorry, it's weird. I guess I mean it's I guess the badge is active. But so like the badge number is active, but it's not assigned to anybody. I don't see any. I don't see anybody by the name of Charlie Geller in the system. I don't know. It's weird, man, because it's a valid badge though. I mean, I can see here that it's got permissions enabled. It's like it was only issued it a few months back, looks like. But I can't see that it was ever assigned to anybody. And I'm not finding this Charlie guy anywhere in the system.
It's probably an error, dear. I would imagine.
I suppose, but I mean, I don't know. The permissions on. I mean, the permissions on this badge is a little. I mean, it's just a little. I guess just weird that they would not keep track of something like that.
I guess it's just a missing number, and I study Sheila's face very carefully as I say that to see if she reacts.
She does not particularly. She just says, I mean, I guess, yeah, no, I mean, the number's there, just there's more of a missing name, I guess.
We've graduated to missing people, actually.
That's our Celadon City SVU sequel to this game.
Dun dun.
Um,
So out of character, are you telling us that we have a badge that's not assigned to anyone, but like opens nice secret doors?
So I mean, that is sort of what I'm telling you. It is weird that it's not assigned to anybody, but she does seem to be implying that part of the reason it's weird is that it has access to sensitive areas,
clearances and stuff.
When it's currently sitting on the desk in front of her.
Oh, you know
just
what?
Gonna reach out. And
yeah. Julian smacks himself in the head and says, "Oh, you know what? Charlie Geller. I thought it read Barley Geller, and I was very confused. I think, oh yeah, there's a smudge right here. I know Charlie. We actually go way back. We lived together in college. So I'll just get it back to him. But thank you for clearing that up. You did a hell of a job.
I mean, are you
well, I
sure?
heave you, dear. Could I get you about these land records?
And she kind of grabs to go try and grab it from you. It's like, well, I really shouldn't be leaving that out in the world there. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I can make sure it gets back into the system.
Can I roll heart to distract?
Sure, yeah.
Yay! Hopefully this doesn't go terribly.
I also have a suggestion for a distraction if yours does not work. Because Ling Ling is outside of their Pokeball.
Oh, that is not what I
Ling
did.
Ling does best.
Ugh. Okay, hold on. Let me go up and copy and paste the command because I am failing at life.
Just the slash before the roll.
Yeah,
I think it accepts /R also.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And another. What? That's not what I wanted.
No.
That
You
is
rolled
not.
an
That's
18
not-
on the D18.
Yeah, that's an interesting it's an interesting skill that I have there. Okay, that's a 6. So that's an 8 and a 6.
14.
Okay, all right. Well,
Oh
and
dear, I need to get some information. I just old lady interrupt, like with the insistence of the very old and entitled. And I like basically interject myself so that she can't demand the badge back and sort of wave behind me like go away. I need to get some information on some property purchases by the corporation over the last several years. Now, they told me I needed to come here to obtain, and I just like gradually like wander in that sort of like rambling way about what I want and who I've spoken to already, and like information you don't need in order to look up what I want.
And I'm going to take Billy and remove the two of us from the situation.
sure. I guess, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm a little confused as to what. So, what are you asking?
Oh, so I need a list of the properties that the corporation owns here on the island.
All of the properties?
Yes, they've told me that really the best way is to come through you, that you would have a full list because of the taxes, of course.
A full list. I mean, I guess there's something specific you're looking for. I just
The full list, dear.
the full.
Yes.
Well, I can put in a ticket for that, certainly. It might take a little bit.
Well, how long exactly would it take? Don't you know? Doesn't the company know what it owns on the island?
It does. It's just that it owns. I mean, I'm sure you know it owns quite a bit.
Oh, yes.
And if you're looking for a full list of properties, I mean, at least even the publicly available information, it's gonna take a little bit to pull that together.
Well, you'd better get started, dear.
I will. I'll put in a ticket, ma'am. Let me put in a ticket. The archives.
Arceus only knows how long I've got left in this world.
Yes. My voice just keeps getting older.
Older.
Older and older. Who knows how long I have left
As Billy and
to
Juliet
take
are walking,
advantage.
as Billy and Juliet are walking outside, Billy leans in and he's like, so you knew Charlie the entire time?
I love you, sweet summer
Yes.
child.
Yep. Lying's bad, Billy.
Don't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Why would you need to lie?
Yeah, I don't know. So is breaking into places. Here, let's find the main building.
Is that where he works?
Estelle eventually walks out after you guys with a business card and a ticket number written on the back of it.
So, yeah, okay. I'm gonna give that to Mr. Mime, and he like pulls out a file, that you have no idea what's in it. Like, there's just a couple of things in it, and he, like, you know, files it in there and then, like, puts it away. No idea where.
We don't ask where.
We don't ask
It's-
questions about Mime Space.
Because Mr. Mime has a pocket dimension. Wonderful.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
It went into the Steve hole.
Okay, well, we like the Steve hole. I don't like Mime Space.
Mime Space.
I reject
There's
Mime
a
Space.
filled with and or only accessible by mimes. So I'm gonna well, now that that's out of the way, what exactly are we going to do with this key card that apparently opens quite a lot?
Well, we've got to return it to Charlie, right?
Yes. We have to find Charlie first, and he really likes to hang out in top secret areas where they keep sensitive information.
Billy dear, there's a chance that if they've deleted him from their system, they're the ones that made him disappear. We can't very well find him or find out what happened to him if, you know, we go about and return the card to them, or
Yeah.
we can't help him.
That makes
We
sense.
gotta help him.
Yes. I always knew you
Yeah.
were a good lad, Julian.
That's me. Upstanding citizen. Hey, this looks top secret, and starts. I will try to head to the most top secret looking building.
Or just go like, all right, cool. This really looks cool. All right, hey, does it open that door? Oh, let's try this door.
Yeah.
Sorry, pardon me.
Mhm.
Turns out, you should not try to inhale water. I'm not a fish. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Again, this isn't our Call of Cthulhu game.
No, yeah. Experiment 27. Still not Aquaman. Must continue. Need further information.
So are we like we're not disguising ourselves whatsoever. We're just like, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to my Pokemon stuff and see if maybe there's something I can't do with potentially future sight or psychic.
That's
Okay.
a good one.
Maybe confusion. That sounds like things that would be useful to have right now.
I also have a thought regarding that if that doesn't work out.
Okay. So usually in future sight it would be like foreseeing the attack, right?
Right, yeah.
So how
But,
do
like,
you
I mean, outside of battle, like, I mean, we have established, like, you can use, like, some, like, utility functions of the move. Like, I mean, so,
watch?
you know, if you could just kind of give me a sense of what you'd like to try and accomplish with Future Sight, then we can kind of figure out probably what the scope of that will end up being.
So what I would actually like to do is essentially utilize it to sort of, I want to say like scout, like look around corners a bit and like, you know, kind of as we go sort of try to keep us out of trouble or on a path where like we're less likely to be found out.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
So if I can do multiple rolls if you want, or we could just
I would say, let's see. So we'll roll the dice for Future Sight. Is Estelle trying to aid Dottler in doing this in any way? This is Dottler's move, right?
It is Dottler's
Yeah.
move. I think she probably should, but I think I'm gonna have to use like tactics for that because this is not really a heart situation where I'm
Not
inspiring.
really, yeah.
So that's not as great of a thing that I have to roll. But
Okay,
first
well, I
we're
guess,
gonna...
I would say, yeah, tactics, Future Sight, and we'll see how it goes.
D6. Okay. See? Okay, so the D6 is Estelle and the D4 is Dottler.
Okay, cool. So a total of 6. That does give you a success. And and so Dottler does sort of kind of like communicate like impressions to you. And you start to get a certain sense of urgency, like kind of a sense that like if you're going to go, you should go now.
All right, dear, we have to hurry. And she like double times it in her little old lady stride.
So
Yeah, let's hustle.
Billy is keeping up, but every time we come to turn a corner, he like takes the wide angle and treads very cautiously after Estelle's ominous warning about corners earlier.
No, Corners is just the nickname of another one of her terrible Pokemon.
You think that's funny, but I'm totally gonna find one.
I feel like I'm gonna have to make that a thing now.
More terrifying than Hypno. Good luck.
Oh, that's my nanny. Corners.
Corners.
Yes. Corners practically raised me. It's fine.
You pop into the lobby of one of the buildings, and there is sort of a person on the front desk, but they apparently are currently engaged in flirting with a delivery guy. And do not seem to like there's a good bit of distance between you and the front desk, so they don't immediately notice you come in. And you notice that there are a number of doors off of here, and there is one that there are several you would have to cross a longer distance to reach. But there is one that is pretty close to you that you feel like you could probably slip in without him noticing.
Is that the one we want? As far as Dottler?
You're not sure. I mean, you still have that sense of urgency, like quickness.
Then yeah. We're gonna go ahead and take that one then.
Definitely. And we are walking with purpose, like we belong here.
Yep. And actually, as you sort of swipe in, and the badge does open that door, so you slip in, and it looks like you are actually in sort of like a little employee lounge. No one is in the lounge currently, but in the lounge there are a number of vending machines. Things just dispensing fresh water, soda, lemonade, that sort of thing, right? Also a vending machine that actually dispenses like little like kind of sweater vests, basically.
I thought you were gonna say TMs. That's a lot cuter. Okay.
And you know, upon seeing these particular sweater vests, you remember that you've seen a lot of people walking around the campus wearing similar vests.
Estelle and Mr. Mime both buy one and put one on.
We gotta sweater up.
Disguises, and she's like delighted.
What?
Julian will also put on a sweater vest, and he will clip the badge with the picture facing away, like it just got turned around.
Is Charlie particular about attire?
Yes, Charlie takes his appearance very seriously.
Oh, okay. And I just want to stress that Billy is wearing a sweater vest over a crop shirt and short denim shorts.
Yeah.
That is the mental picture. Definitely fits in.
Yep.
They just look for the sweater vest. It's fine. They're like T-Rexes.
It's like a lab coat or a clipboard. If you walk around with one of those, no one's going to stop you.
Their vision is based on sweaters.
Yeah.
There's absolutely one for Shiloh, by the way, as well. Shiloh is wearing a tiny little sweater vest.
Well, so funnily enough, like, this is the Pokemon world. There are Pokemon that are also wandering around the campus, and some of them are also wearing the vest. So there are actually some Pokemon-sized sweater vests.
Yes.
Terrible. And adorable.
Cropped up shorts.
But we will. Is there anybody in the
No,
lounge?
the lounge is deserted for the moment, at least.
Are there lockers or anything like that?
There are some lockers, yes.
I'm definitely going to start going through those lockers.
They do have actual like locks on them. The lockers are in fact locked.
Oh dear, that's no problem.
I was gonna. What would I roll to make them not locked anymore?
To make the lockers not in fact be locked anymore.
Yes, that.
I would guess I would go probably with fitness.
Okay. I can give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have a particular thing in mind, I would say I would probably go with fitness.
I just really don't think it would be research personally. I think fitness is fine.
I was just going to use Haunter.
Nope. Nope. Hide my shame from the stream.
Julian's like, yeah, don't worry, I got this. I'm an old hand at crime for reasons. And just goes to start like messing with the locks and looks he's trying to do some sort of a trick to get it to undo. And it just kind of shakes it some more. Just kind of slams his shoulder into the locker.
Yeah.
Damn.
Get very frustrated.
I like to think as any of these criminal activities are happening, anytime the camera pans to Billy, he's like turning around and like Ling Ling's wandered off, so he's grabbing him, or he's down like talking to Shiloh or something, and it's just conveniently looking away at every
Ling Ling, no.
Chat demands you use the Haunter, so use the Haunter.
Chat demands we use the Haunter. So yeah, I would like to utilize Haunter to just basically like ghost pop them locks. And
all right.
So I guess I'm gonna so am I adding to mine? Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say since it's just sort of like Haunter using its ghostliness, I would just call it a flat D6.
Okay, let's do so just flat D6 for Haunter?
Yeah, flat D6 for Haunter.
Okay. Boop. Oh, almost a 5.
I mean, does Estelle get to add her tactics to the roll?
I mean, yeah, so I mean, if you were gonna try to help Haunter, just describe how you're gonna be doing that.
So I am actually going to like very close, like whisper to Haunter, essentially, just like, now Haunter, we're going to break into, like, I'm basically just engaging Haunter's mischief.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to break into this facility, and what I need you to do is just pop all these locks open. And at the very worst, you know, we're going to find some more key cards. But at the best, we're also going to just, you know, have everyone very confused about why all their lockers are open.
All right, now, yeah, I mean, you're encouraging Haunter's mischief. Haunter does, in fact, seem down to clown. So, yeah, roll heart.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Oh!
All right, man, acing on those heart rolls.
It's liking me. Ooh, and a 1.
But still, let's what, 12 total? Yeah, Haunter actually goes maybe a little bit overboard. You were maybe hoping hoping maybe for a little bit more subtlety in terms of incorporeally extracting the contents or disabling the locks. Haunter just poltergeists that bitch wide open.
Just like all the lockers slam open and the contents of them just spew out on the floor.
Yep.
Well, good job, dear. That's, you know, you can't control a Haunter's mischief. Once you tap in, it's just...
Haunter is cackling noiselessly and looks just endlessly pleased with itself.
Meanwhile, Billy, who was looking away from all this, just heard massive loud banging behind him and jumped about 10 feet in the air in terror.
It did make a very loud noise, so...
Man, these defective Silphco lockers, we better get out of here before something else explodes.
Yes. And but like Estelle's just like, oh, well, maybe I'll just pick some of these up. And she's like essentially rifling through.
So as far as the locker contents, like, what are you kind of like trying to look for?
I guess like, what do you think? Like, should we be looking for like key cards or notes or?
Key cards, notes, identification if possible. Just put it all in the mime space.
Mime space, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's just every once in a while she hands something to Mr. Mime and she's like, "Oh dear, hold on to that while I fold this up." And like
So I mean, so there are a bunch of like, there's a lot of like personal effects in there. There are there are a few key cards. There are some IDs. There are some notebooks. I mean, if you just kind of grabbing like just a grab bag.
I think what
Yeah.
she's mostly not looking to take like personal effects or anything. She's not looking to steal from anybody. She's looking for more information about this facility and or ways to get around the facility.
Julian's gonna say, "Don't take any electronics. They can track us through those." Probably. Maybe. Maybe.
And she's just like folding up coats and like putting things back, and
You do hear the sound of approaching footsteps.
And also banging because Ling Ling has moved on to one of the lockers and is shutting it and then whipping it wide open again, just like Haunter did, and then shutting it and then whipping it wide open because he just thinks that was fantastic.
So I think the approaching footsteps are coming. Is this the only door in to the locker room?
So there is the door you came in through, and then there is also another door out to the hallway, and that is the direction that you hear footsteps coming from.
Okay. If I've found a key card that should work, I'm gonna clip it on backwards as well. And just very subtly put one on Billy as well. And then go ahead and head out into the hallway.
Yes.
There are a couple people in vests similar to yours coming down towards the lounge, and they actually ask you, it's like, did you guys hear something?
Hear something?
Well, no, dear, but I'm quite old. And they just walk away.
I swear I heard like something fall. I swear I heard like an explosion.
Can I have Haunter, not Haunter, can I have Mr. I'm cast confusion?
Sure.
I don't actually want to do damage.
Sure,
I
right.
just want to confuse some people.
Okay, all right, go for it.
I'm like, oh yes. Sorry, what did you have in mind?
No, I was just gonna say, if like, because confusion is normally a damaging thing, I could instead have Brunoise do amnesia, which was
there. You go. Go do that. Do that. Do you?
Yeah. So I will like
Oops, that was me.
I will take out Brunoise's ball and be like an explosion, kind of scratch my head with it and try to like subtly release him as possible and say, "No, I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything, buddy?" I talked to Brunoise, and then Brunoise is going to use amnesia.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Yep.
All
right. Yeah. I guess tactics amnesia.
Jeez, it's the Jennies.
5.
Okay.
I will take a 5.
All right. Yeah. Brunoise just shakes his head.
Eyes glow red.
Yes, I was gonna say, he shakes his head and his eyes kind of flash red as it does so. And the two people are kind of like, I guess not. Maybe, man, they got to do something about these vents.
Yeah, the vents are terrible. Why are the vents terrible again?
I don't know. We hear all kinds of weird shit around here.
Noisy.
Yes, the vent noise.
Those noisy vents.
Looks like around, like I haven't noticed.
Yeah, no, that's we definitely know about the vents. Actually, we were just gonna go talk to somebody about the vents. We should keep going.
I love that Billy's B&Ing with us and has no idea.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, man, I guess if you want to talk to the HVAC guys, I think they're up on 5th.
Yes. Thank you, fellow scientists.
Oh, well, I mean, pleased to meet you. I guess. I'm not a scientist. I mean, I'm actually I'm an analyst. And Jim here's. What do you do again, Jim? It's a specialized engineering,
You, apparently.
accounting. Yeah, it's hard. It's very technical. It's hard to explain. But scientist. That's pretty cool. What department do you work in?
Magnets.
Magnets.
We're in
How
the
does that
magnet
work?
department.
Okay. No. All right, cool. I didn't realize we were doing a lot of work with magnets still. I guess
Top secret.
Oh, sure. Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to, step on any NDAs or anything like that. Just hey, keep it away from the servers, right?
That's right. They love servers. We gotta go. Bye.
It's a good thing confusion was already cast, or like amnesia. Like, who did you meet? I don't really remember what they
You
look
hear
like.
one of them call. You hear one of them call after you. Hey, I've always wanted to ask this. Why is it that when 3 Magnemites get stuck together, they become a new Pokemon? Like, is that ever like you're the Magnet guy? How's that work?
They
You can just say we don't have time.
They're literally just calling us after you as you run away from them.
Julian just over her shoulder as he goes, it's the power of love. Bye.
I'm just saying I have
Read
questions.
read my thesis.
I've been wondering. I have had questions about magnets for 20 years.
Yes, I've always wanted to know.
Julian, I didn't know you had a second job. How do you have any time?
The subtitles are wild today.
Billy. Billy. You're too good for this world, Billy. Never should have brought you here.
We've made a mistake, a horrible
To your
mistake.
workplace? I mean, I think it's nice to visit.
Yes. All right.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy.
Hey, look, Haunter.
Oh.
So are any of these doors that we're passing marked? Presumably, these doors that we're passing. Or can we find like a directory or anything like that?
So you do pass the directory finally. What are you looking for?
Secrets.
Secret.
Yeah.
Just the.
What do you got?
Can I roll luck
what
for
are you buying?
secrets?
So what you do see, there's like a facility, facilities entry for 5th floor, a bunch of offices up there. There is a there is an entry for R&D. There is an entry for there's an entry for Pokeball R&D. Also there's a entry for like the server rooms. Entry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Estelle. That thing in the Poke Center. It said something about Pokeballs, right?
Yes.
They were discontinuing something.
Oh, yes. And I turn to Mr. Mime, and he gives me the piece of wax paper from the file. And I hand it to you.
Air gets 10 degrees colder as he does so.
Yes. It's just odd.
What does it say about the Pokeballs again? It says...
So the anyone that is reporting a malfunction with their new champion balls should
champion balls, right?
Champion balls, right? Yeah. The new champion balls. In fact, actually, as you were actually coming into the lobby of the community engagement center, there were a number of like flat screen TVs that were advertising a number of Silphco products, including the new champion ball.
Buy our balls.
Buy our balls.
Buy our champion balls. The best balls of them all. That's right. I made that reference.
Okay,
Continue.
well the games brought us Ball Guy, so like I think
it's true. That's
I'm
true.
relatively innocent.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Pokeballs, right? Pokeball R&D. Figure out what the deal with these champion balls is.
Oh yes, I think that's a good idea. We should find out what what the malfunction is. Maybe it has something to do with that strange Pokemon we saw.
Yeah, maybe it's. I don't think I saw this when we were in the Poke Center, but look, and he points to the bottom where it says missing numbers. And he pulls out a receipt from his pocket and like holds it up next to it. It says, I went looking for Charlie Geller because he ordered food from the cafe and had it delivered. And went where it was delivered. And I saw the food, but didn't see anybody else. It was empty. The building was abandoned. And when I tried to get his ticket information, this is what it said. It said the same thing. It said missing numbers.
That poor boy. He's missing then. And somebody's, what do they call it with the children and the computers? Hacking? Hawking? Is it hawking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
Well, maybe they've erased him from the records.
I don't, well, from the cafe records? It was a receipt.
Well, if he paid with a card that had his name on it, wouldn't they need to erase that too? I don't know how these things work, dear.
I don't know. Do we have credit cards in this world?
I have no idea.
Banks and things like that?
Listen, Estelle is trying to find a reasonable explanation for this man's disappearance. His mystical disappearance.
But who has his food?
Oh, that's a good point. Who did
No,
have
I
his
saw
food?
the food. Look, none of this is the point. It's weird.
Oh, well, of course, dear, but we probably don't have enough to put all the pieces together at the moment. So let's go on. And she just like starts walking towards the R&D for the Pokeballs.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Do I need to roll again? It's not a good idea she had. What do I need to roll again for?
Yeah, I would say as you're if you're
sight?
going deeper into the facility, I would say roll future sight again.
Okay. That was a D6, and I'm doing tactics with that one?
Yeah, I would say probably tactics would be the best one for this one, since you're kind of trying to be coordinated.
Which is also a D6. Okay, and that's a 4 for him. Okay. Boop. Boop. And, well, Estelle is not paying attention, but luckily Dottler is? I don't know. What do we use luck for? Is that for rerolls?
It's a reroll.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
reroll.
reroll?
No, so I will say that roll of 4, that is a success. It's not multiple successes, but it is a success. So
It's
I mean,
singular.
yeah. So you absolutely can lose a luck point if you want to try and re-roll that to try and go bigger. But that does at least meet the minimum threshold.
I'll leave the luck points for when we are inevitably about to be caught. So
Okay.
let's do that.
All right. So you do that, and you start to reach for. So yeah, you start to reach for the button for the elevator, and you suddenly have this kind of feeling from Dottler to wait.
Oh, we need to wait, dear.
And you sort of have this sort of this almost kind of it's like I was gonna say what like hold music on the telephone. It's Weather Channel jazz that you kind of hear in your head from Dottler. Just kind of like, just hang on, just wait.
If you reach for it, she just like slaps her hand away from the button.
Ow.
No.
Like, and it goes on for a bit. Like, you're starting to feel a little bit like antsy because like you're just kind of standing here in the hallway, like anybody could come by. But nope, just Dottler just jamming out to that Kenny G for a bit.
I think it's still
how
trust.
long are we doing this?
Trust your Pokemon. It's the first lesson of the Esper family.
Trust my Pokemon.
Their psychic abilities will always be stronger than yours, dear.
Psychic abilities will always be strong.
You know.
And
You could
the
probably
music,
learn.
the music suddenly just stops.
We can go now. I pressed the button.
Yep. And yep, the elevator comes pretty quickly. You do have to swipe the badge in order to access the upper floors. And you guys are going to Pokeball R&D.
We are.
Indeed, we are.
All right, and yeah, the doors open into a lab. And you sort of step out, and it looks pretty deserted. There are some cubicles around. It looks like at all the workstations you see little, just little paper stand-ups that says "out to lunch" back in 30.
Is it currently lunchtime, or is it just started to be lunchtime?
You're not sure, but at the moment, at least, all of the desks currently say out to lunch back in 30.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, let's find this mystery ball thing. Mega balls, whatever. What was it?
Champion balls.
Champion balls. The best balls of them all. Right, I remember. Our balls are the best balls of them all. It's the slogan down in the room. Yes, I
Yep.
understand.
Listen,
That
we all
is-
remember the jingle, Estelle.
Yep. We all remember how much Silphco paid that marketing firm for that jingle. The best balls of them all.
They're always bouncing, I hear.
We've got to. We must be stopped.
So there are a number of sort of the sort of cylindrical kiosks like you're used to seeing in a lot of Pokemon centers that have and sort of Pokeballs. And there are a number of the standard Pokeballs. There are Great Balls, a number of other ones. And near the back, actually, there's almost kind of like it's been cordoned off from the rest of the lab as best as they can. They've like put up some like temporary walls, basically. They have kind of like stacked half cubicles up to like make its own little room. And you see looks like several of these kiosks all kind of like crammed into this space.
That's where I left my magnets. Let's go.
That makes sense for
and
the
yeah.
Pokeballs. Yeah.
Yes.
Billy, why don't you see if you can't get a sense of what it all is? I mean, you've got your training that you need to be doing as well.
Is it as terrifying every time? And he kind of looks over his shoulder for a hypno real quick. Since you mentioned training.
Just Mr. Mime there, like staring back. No, dear. You need to perceive your surroundings. Get a sense of what Pokemon are here and what's going on with them.
I think he closes his eyes and
Use
tries
the
to.
Force, Luke.
All right. So you at this point do not currently have the psychic
No.
ability. Okay. So I would say just roll. I would say just roll heart.
I think while he's closing his eyes, he's probably taking advantage. Everyone's taking advantage to like do any looting or whatever they needed.
Yeah.
Just keep focusing, Billy.
Okay, cool. So we'll come back to
Billy's
that.
like-
We'll have you roll heart in a minute. So in the meantime, while he's focusing, Julian and Estelle, what are you doing?
Going to investigate the kiosks. And just calling like, yeah, I can feel your psychic power growing, Billy. You're almost there. And what do the kiosks do?
They are just sort of like they kind of keep Pokemon in a holding pattern, and they basically are also offer a direct connection into uh sort of Pokemon PC storage systems.
Okay.
Are there any odd Pokemon in there?
So, back in this section, there are a bunch of these kiosks all kind of stuck in, and they have been all connected up with just in this rat's nest of power cables that looks like have been salvaged from wherever they can, hooked up to this stack of computers, and they all have it's a type of Pokeball you're not used to seeing, and you're pretty sure these are the champion balls. They have a sort of a purplish top, uh, with the Silphco logo emblazoned in gold on top of it. And there is sort of a little embossing around the edge of the sort of the line of the Pokeball that says Champion Series Master Ball.
Master Ball.
And it looks there are several monitors, and they are displaying their displays are not static. It looks as though they are running through a series of either calculations or macros, or are building something.
Should we take one?
So I have taken empath rather than the psychic.
Mhm.
So what I was wondering is, can I try to use that skill now? Like Estelle, from her years of misuse, has not used any of her powers that her family taught her. But I think if I reach out now, can I like get a sense of who, or like what Pokemon are in the balls,
Mhm.
and like maybe which one to grab? Or should I just use Dottler and do a future sight to pick one?
Up to you, I would say.
Let's do Dottler, actually. And actually, no, you know what? I will use, because it is a D4 for the empath ability. So I'll use that with Dottler. And I'll be like, help me pick one. We need to find the right one. Sorry. 1 minute. D4.
Just keep it up, Billy. You're doing great. You almost got it.
Actually, so I would say Estelle, go ahead and roll, and then we'll have Billy roll.
So that's a 4 for the D4.
Oh, but that's a double ace, actually.
Oh, I didn't see the other one. It's off the screen for me. Sorry.
Yep. So you are
It's a 6 and a
at
6.
10 already, and you get to re-roll.
Okay. 4. Okay.
Is that a 3? Okay, yeah, okay.
I think that's a 3.
14. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You reach out mentally, your own sort of empathic communication amplifying Dottlers, and you start to sort of kind of pass your hand over several of the Pokeballs. And so one thing you do notice is, as you kind of are getting closer, is that all of the ones currently here, they have this red ring display on the front. They look like they are broken somehow. And you have seen this on normal model Pokeballs, that there is a malfunction of some kind, and the Pokeball will not normally open in that situation, unless unless you have some sort of specialized equipment.
That's so sad.
But, and then passing your hand over them, you are, it's a little strange, actually. You would expect to sort of be able to feel the presence of the Pokemon inside the Pokeballs, but for the most part, you don't. And finally, there's one of them in particular. Suddenly, that you are struck not by the presence of a Pokemon, but you feel a pressure.
Oh. Well, that's the oddest one. And she she just takes it and hands it to Julian. Let's go then, dear.
Okay. And Billy, do you want to go ahead and roll heart?
Yep.
It's a bomb. Thanks, Chad.
You are sort of mostly just standing there. You're getting kind of bored. Like, it's hard to try. You're not even sure what you're supposed to be focusing on, but there is a glimmer of something. You start to actually think that you can maybe feel the people and the Pokemon around you in the building. You get the sense that there are some people in the hallway, but you know that they're not coming to your door. You can sense Chingling and Shiloh next to you. You can sense other Pokemon on the same floor. You also sense something else. A presence. It's not really a person, not really a Pokemon either. It's not it's the same kind of feeling that you felt in the cemetery. Not as intense, not as focused, but almost kind of all around you. And momentarily, it actually gets just a little bit stronger, a little bit closer when Estelle kind of jostles you awake from your reverie and lets you know that, it's time to go.
Um. Oh. Yeah. I would agree. But I felt something. Well, a whole lot of things. Some Pokemon, some people, something else very strange. But yeah, I think going would be good.
Yeah, I think we've probably worn out our welcome.
Do you do anything while I was doing the weird hands over the Julian?
That's true. Yeah, Julian, do you want to
Julian?
do anything else?
I guess I'm just gonna look around for anything interesting. I mean, I don't think Julian at this point is really holding on to any hope of figuring out anything about who Charlie Geller is if he's not in the system of the girl. So the most I can think of is like maybe he would try to find a terminal and just see if there was anything interesting he could find, but I don't think he's actually expecting there will be. Um, I also assume that would be research, which is
Yeah, I would
very,
say
very bad.
yeah, I would call it a research roll.
Okay. All right. You sure I can't do it with cooking?
I mean, not unless you're cooking them books.
Hold on. That's
a
one.
woman.
That's
Yeah,
one.
there are a number of unsecured terminals around, enough that yeah, in your experience, like, man, they're they are very lax in their data security. But unfortunately, the information that is currently displayed on most of them is mostly very technical jargon that is just kind of eluding you.
I get frustrated and I smash it.
Oh,
Cool. Healthy response.
super.
Hate these things.
All right. You guys
All
just
right,
kind of try to book it out of there.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I think we should go.
So Estelle, you still have sort of a lingering connection with Dottler from your exceptional success earlier.
Yay.
So you are able to successfully weave your way out of the building, stopping for a moment right before you were about to open the door to the lobby. You swing it open and then abruptly like slam it closed again, like not actually slamming it, but like keeping it just barely ajar, as you see Kaz Grabbins walking in off the street.
Oh dear.
Fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck.
Oh, Julian, you work with Cass?
Nope, Billy. All right, Billy, I'm gonna level with you, and I need you to be mature about this, okay? We've been lying the whole time. We broke into here. We're here under false pretenses. We could get arrested. We did crime, Billy. You did crime.
No, dear, we're not going to get arrested.
Grip it, baby. Slop that down.
Oh yeah, baby, grip it and rip it.
Aw,
Oh, thanks, Heather.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Heather Geodis, whoever you might be.
Right?
whoever that
Yeah.
is.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy. We'll never know.
So, I think that one that's going to Billy because he just found out he was lied to this entire time. But I think what I might want to do is there a way we could like hypnosis put you to sleep?
Real quick, when you say all that to him, Billy's reaction is to look straight at Estelle and go, "Is this the third test?"
No, dear, not quite, but it is on the way.
Yes, but well, maybe we won't. She's gonna make her mind up later.
The third test actually involves spoons. We're not going to talk about it right now. Let's get going. I think
Can Brunoise make Kaz forget what we look like?
Okay. Certainly an attempt could be made. I will say probably that's a lot more specific. So I'm gonna say Brunoise can roll amnesia flat at a -1.
Do our sweater vests give us an advantage because he's not used to seeing us in sweater vests?
I'll let that cancel out the -1. So Brunoise can roll amnesia flat.
All right.
sweater vest
Oh,
+1.
hell yeah.
Oh, that's a 4 and a 5.
So
Yeah.
which one is the amnesia dice?
4.
The D4 is the amnesia
Okay.
dice. The 5 is
Cool.
my tactics.
Okay,
So-
cool. So we're disregarding the tactics for this because he's rolling amnesia by
okay.
itself.
Cool.
But still D4 and still gets that ace
Oh, second
and
4.
another ace.
8. Let's get
I'm
it.
doing a crime,
All right.
guys.
Doing
I'm doing
crime.
a
Doing so
crime.
much crime.
So many
Okay.
It's a
crimes.
turn.
Yeah. All right. That is a crit. Okay. Yeah.
Guys, get
so
new
good at
altar.
this.
Brunoise fixes sorry, no, I've got distracted by my captions. Brunoise fixes right now. I've got 2 options.
I got distracted by the chat that wants us to kill this dude. I'm like, straight murder.
Some things have not
Kaz would be a
changed.
terrible haunter. I wouldn't want a Kaz haunter.
And you're wondering whether it worked when Kaz actually sort of like turns around and notices all of you sort of like sticking your heads out of this door in a column and is like, can I help you guys?
We're just looking for the magnets.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Oh, hey, man, I'm sorry. You know, I'm still getting used to the whole being famous thing. I'm not used to having fans. Like honestly, I mean, hey, I'm a real approachable guy. Honestly, like you don't gotta chill. Come on out here. Come on.
I'm too intimidated. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, I'll catch you later, man. Come see me on the battle tower floor sometime, you know?
Which floor is that again?
First floor, ground floor.
First floor. Yeah. All right. See you there. And yes.
Sorry, what about the rest of y'all? You know, intimidated? I mean, I guess I could be intimidating. I guess my celebrity could be terrifying. In a way, I'd never really considered that before. I mean, is it the ghost thing? I guess I do put out a very ominous vibe.
You
Is
hang out in graveyards, dear.
I
She just walks away.
you know, I guess I can't fault your logic.
To be honest, I am just really confused. And then he's just gonna follow the other two.
I was really sure you were going to be like, but I'm really looking forward to our match. And then leaves.
No, with a that
Do a
crit on
really
the amnesia. I was not going to do that. Honestly,
Good,
I'm
okay.
pleased. That was good.
We managed a crime.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly effective heist. Almost.
Ish,
I don't know.
yeah.
We stole a master ball.
You did.
We stole a Master Ball that probably has a glitch Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
not going to
fun.
come back to haunt us at all.
It's not going to come back to haunter us.
I don't know, Haunter is actually scared of that thing, so we'll see.
Fair. Understandably. So I think at this point, I'm probably just going to get out of Sylph City as fast as possible.
Okay.
Go back to the truck, head back to Esper Bay.
All right.
About halfway through the drive, Billy just goes, so wait, so Julian, you don't work there?
No, Billy, it was a lie.
Okay. So then what's your real second job?
You
I don't
have
know
a
what to
second
call it.
job?
Apparently. Yeah, it's that, but he doesn't say that out loud.
Is my sister
It is
not paying you
babysitting.
enough?
But he doesn't say babysitting. He says, actually, no. But do I have the Pokeball?
I did give it to you.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Probably just like put it on
Crime?
the highest shelf in my kitchen and try to forget about it. But yeah, I guess we just head back to Esper Bay. And what time is it at this point? Like, do we split up? Do we?
Yeah, so at this point it's getting late in the day. I mean, so you've got now, you know, an evening and a day basically until the match.
I think we should take the Pokeball to the professor.
Do we trust the professor?
Why wouldn't we? He's
I don't
lived here
know.
his
I
whole
don't know
life.
them. What? That doesn't mean anything. You realize how that sounds, right? That doesn't mean anything.
Julian.
I'm new to the whole crime thing, but is the first step usually including another person?
It's not crime,
No.
dear. It's corporate espionage.
That's a crime.
That's probably not a crime.
Probably not a crime.
Really, we're just getting rid of that awful corporation. It's just
Right.
good for the island.
Anything you do in pursuit of that goal can categorically not be considered a crime. That's how laws work.
In Estelle's defense, at some point in her lifetime, corporate espionage might not have been a crime. That might be a more
That's true,
recent
it didn't
development.
exist.
I mean, compared to the actual war I grew up in, nah, this is fine. You
No, it's
gotta
a
ask
different kind of
yourself.
war.
Well, the war, right? Yeah. Like, that was in Stell's childhood, so it's like, you gotta ask yourself, what were the Espers training their young children for and to be prepared for?
War.
War.
War never changes.
Look,
Never changes.
if you know the professor, then fine.
Well, all right. You're coming with, though. You should meet him. He's a good man.
I mean,
Person. Have we established the professor's sex?
Yeah,
Okay.
he is a guy. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's an older
Pronouns.
gentleman.
Yes. So yes, he was a lovely old gentleman, and he doesn't
yeah.
believe in all this corporation, owning Pokemon research and never letting any of the Pokemon trainers know.
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like we're having different conversations, Estelle.
You 100% are.
But yeah, I'll go. We pull up to the Pokemon lab, I guess.
Yeah, Professor Maple's lab is a little ways out of town on the opposite side, up into the mountains a bit, overlooking a isolated cove. Pretty windy up here. There's a lot of tall grass surrounding the lab. You don't get the sense that he mows the lawn much.
Well, it's full of Pokemon.
Yeah, he's gonna
Waiting
study
to
it.
attack him.
Mhm.
Buffalo Pokemon Sweden to attack him.
What?
Why Buffalo?
That's just what they said.
Oh, is that what the chat's saying? Oh no.
No, that was what my caption said when I said just waiting to
Pokemon
attack him.
Kurt lost in the declaration. Corporate
Buffalo
sabotage.
Pokemon Sweden attack him.
Yeah, right. I don't know what is going on with the captions today.
They're just doing their best, just like the rest of us.
You know what? It's been a rough day for everyone.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, okay.
Actually, my day was fine. I feel
Yeah,
bad about that.
you had a good day.
I actually had a perfectly lovely day.
Yeah.
Stop bragging.
How dare you have that during the pandemics?
Yeah. On
All right.
this, the 22nd day of the second month of the 2022nd year.
This the cursed day shall never come again. Yes.
I will follow Estelle into the lab because I don't know this person. Are we all still wearing our sweater vests?
Oh no. No.
Good.
Shiloh still is.
Yeah.
Because it's adorable.
We go into the lab.
All right. Yeah. You knock on the door and you just hear a guy yell dissonantly, "Come in!" And it's a bit musty on the inside. There's sort of kind of a drop ceiling. The number of sort of like fluorescent bulbs, tube lighting. They have they have sort of the frosted plastic panels over them. Some of them have fallen down. There are bankers' boxes full of papers everywhere, maps pinned up on all the various walls. There are also, notably, as you're kind of walking back through the lab, plaster casts of what look like various Pokemon fossils, as well as charcoal rubbings. Seem taken from various archaeological sites. You recognize at least one from the ruins of Alf, as that's pretty famous location. And another that you don't recognize some of them, but at least the main centerpiece you recognize as being the Gyanin Mew carvings.
Hmm.
Who is it?
It's Estelle, dear.
Oh, Estelle, come in. I didn't realize you brought friends. What brings you up my way?
Well, I have a curious bit of something I wanted to get your opinion on. Now, it's very hush-hush. So don't tell. You're not going to tell anyone, of course, dear. It's like that last time I brought The thing that we don't talk about.
Kind of looks to either side. Right.
Estelle
Yes.
used to help. Remember, Estelle used to help rescue Pokemon.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
From the
Oh,
underground.
And yeah, and, you kind of look at either side of Julian and Billy like, right, yeah.
It's not exactly legal to go in and steal Pokemon from their technically legal owners because they're being used in fights. Underground fights that don't
Bad
have
fights,
safeties.
as distinct
Bad
from
fights.
bad fights, distinct from the good fights that you guys do.
Distinct
That is a
from
very
the good
important
fights.
distinction.
Yes. Where
Those
the
Pokemon are being kept in captivity and forced to fight each other for the entertainment of others.
Those
And our
I always
Pokemon.
I always assumed it was like a safeties thing, like the safeties are off type of thing. Or
Basically,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Every
the
Pokemon gets a shiv.
so yeah, I think
It's like they dip their hands in the broken glass.
maybe we have some history with that, me and the professor.
Yeah.
So and she gestures for Julian to put the Pokeball down on the table.
Is there like an equivalent of like a sense motive roll that I can make on the professor? Maybe like with heart, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Julian's gonna size him up before he puts
The cocaine. What?
the
Very
cocaine
careful.
on the table. Yes.
No, I mean like the last thing in the chat was
Yeah.
the cocaine. That was like I missed it.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a 6. Roll it again.
I'm about to learn all of this man's secrets.
You have a deep soul connection with this man about Estelle's machinations in your life.
It's a 9. It's a 9 total.
You get an essentially sincere feeling from you. You get the sense that you can trust him, but he does still give off kind of a weird vibe.
Okay. Yeah, I will take the ball out and set it down on the counter. And then take a step back away from it.
He eyes it actually kind of warily. Where'd you find that?
Oh, here and there, dear. But I would be careful. We might not want to open it unless there's oh, what do you call it? The containment units.
No, I don't think I'll be opening that one.
Mm. Do you know what's in it?
I have my theories. I can't say for sure. Can you leave it with me for a couple days? I need to run some tests.
Well, what's this theory first, dear?
It
Oh.
I do not even know where to begin.
It wouldn't happen to do with oh, what did the fax and the receipt say, dear? Julian, it was
Missing numbers.
Hmm.
They both said missing numbers.
Estelle, I think that you and your friends might be in a great deal of danger. But I really can't tell you more until I've run some more tests.
Hmm. Well, all right. I've known you for quite a few years. We'll be back in a few days. Oh, while I'm here, do you have anything to help Billy with his psychic powers? He's getting a bit of a slow start, and we have a champion fight this week. And she just acts like complete tone shift. She's just going, "Oh, by the way, do you happen to have a cup of sugar?" Like,
So psychic type, Billy, you taking over the gym? I saw one of your matches a few weeks back. Good hustle, good hustle.
Yeah.
Think you're gonna turn things around?
I mean, I hope so. Actually, I was. It feels like it was a long time ago, but I think it was just earlier today. I was told I was supposed to ask you about ghost types. A lot has happened, but I think I was recommended to get some advice from you about battling ghost types.
Oh, ghost types. Well, okay. No, I mean, I suppose that it's something of a.
I think we go out of the creepy lab and like into a kitchen and like.
Yeah, there is like a kitchenette base. There's a lot of cracked linoleum, just an improbable number of coffee stains. And can I get you guys anything to drink? Water, coffee,
Coffee.
coffee.
Juice, please.
Not for me, dear. I'll never sleep if I drink coffee this late.
You say juice, and he says coffee. All right.
No coffee. No, not for it. No.
It's all he has, dear.
I mean, I've never had coffee.
He
but
opens
I
up-
suppose
he-
I could give it a shot.
He opens up his cupboard, and the cupboard that he opens is literally just top to bottom full of coffee.
Instant coffee.
Yeah, you know what? Your mom threw me in a frozen lake today, so sure, have all the coffee you want.
And then go home.
Yep. Taking you home after this, so go for it.
And as he is making everyone just the blackest coffee you have ever seen. So the funny thing about ghost types,
Yeah,
and one of the
just
reasons
have
why
fun
I came,
gripping
oh
and
yeah,
ripping,
baby,
baby.
grip it and rip
Yeah.
it. Guest check out, you the real MVP.
Crack one for the big
Yes,
boy.
check out coming through again.
Thank you so much for your donation. Fight the corporations.
It's true.
That's right. One of the reasons why I came to this area originally was to study the interactions between psychic types and ghost types. It's really kind of what partially led me down some of my other areas of research as well. Their interaction is actually quite fascinating. The conventional wisdom today is that psychic types are well, I hate to use the term weakness per se. I think that's a gross oversimplification. But in the vernacular of competitive Pokemon, yes, psychic types are generally considered to have a weakness to ghost type Pokemon. This is broadly considered to be the scientific consensus. But believe it or not, it wasn't always. This was actually something of a controversy. A number of years ago, there was conflicting evidence. Many people believe that psychic types have a weakness to ghost types, but I'm not sure if that is actually inherent. There was a common wisdom that this was true, but I have many recorded instances of psychic types actually demonstrating a resistance, even an immunity to ghost type phenomena, ghost type techniques. The instances of these have very few been recorded lately. They've tapered off for reasons that well, that's a whole other story. But the fact is, I'm not sure that the dichotomy between the ghost and the psychic type, as it is commonly understood, is necessarily correct, because it has not always been true.
So, Do you think there's something you could help with that might allow my psychic types to be able to resist or be immune to ghost types?
Well, that's a tricky thing. I'm happy to share some of my old journals with you. They're not considered very reliable anymore, but I think you might be able to glean some useful tidbits out of them. If you can get past the somewhat dry language. And beyond that, maybe the best thing that I could say is to, how do I put this? I don't want to be so trite as to say believe in yourself, but in a way, it's true. I think if you go into this match thinking that you are, if you go into this match thinking that you are at a disadvantage, then that disadvantage will find you one way or the other. But if you go into this match believing that you can win it, believing that this impediment may not really exist, I think you might surprise yourself. I think you might surprise a lot of people.
Will is the only weapon. Yes, we all know.
How is Elaine, by the way?
Terrifying.
Last I saw her, she was headed out into a field somewhere, so of course she's probably taken over a small country by now.
Well, do give her my regards if you see her.
Oh, when I come back, we need to have a chat about my father and his work. I've been thinking about that quite a bit recently.
Your father? Sure. Sure, I suppose we could do that.
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's ominous.
Julian, is there anything you'd like to ask the professor while we're here?
Nope. I'm good. No mysteries here.
Well, we'll see you in a few days then.
Yes, I appreciate you bringing this to me, Estelle. And I really do apologize that I can't be more forthright with you right now. Just trust me that I need to gather some more data first.
It's all right, dear. I understand. Don't go disappearing on us.
Well, if I do and my lab happens to be ransacked the next time that you get here, I suppose you'll know what happened.
No. It's been years since that's happened. All right, let's get on home. She just wanders away. Okay.
Every day this place gets weirder and weirder. I don't understand.
I think Billy just goes, yeah.
And so I guess with that, is there anything else you guys are doing to prepare for the match?
Would you like to go fight in the grass? That's conveniently located outside.
I don't think I'm in the mood. I think this has been a lot.
All right. Well, I guess in that case, you guys go head on home, sleep it off as best as you can.
I think like every other outing I have had with Billy and Estelle, Julian is tired and wants the day to be over.
You just want to, drop off the kids and go home and take a nap.
Yep.
Yeah. Understandable. Especially
Well-
after that whole salt sugar thing. Like, that really shook you up.
That did.
Yeah.
Billy, your mom's a monster.
Your kitchen makes no sense, and your mom's a monster.
Well, at last, the morning of the match comes.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait, do you not get a chance to level up before we do
We're just bear with me.
We're doomed.
The sun rises early over Esper Bay as the three of you convene in front of the gym, awaiting your challenger. And sure enough, coming out of the early morning mist is the distinctive peacoat and top hat of Kaz Grabbins, a pale glow hovering over his shoulder in the form of a lampant that sort of guides him through the fog. And he approaches, setting his feet, standing upright, regarding the three of you. And he says, "Why do I feel like I've seen you guys recently?" And that's where we're going to end it for today.
I like it.
Good work, team.
Yeah, we did heist and then gave up our loot.
We did a
Little bit of
surprising
crime.
number of things.
A little bit of
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
Listen, we did crime and well, okay, so we did crime, but there's no evidence currently on us that we did crime.
That's true.
And Billy's being traumatized into being psychic, so it works.
As is the family way, apparently.
It is the only way. You know what?
I mean, hey, like I kept saying, it's like, hey, you guys could have done sports, but instead you chose trauma.
Trauma. It is. You know what? Like I feel like this weird background fits Estelle. Like between this and like the rescuing Pokemon and all the secrets and just, you know, it's hidden depths. Ogres are like onions.
Well, and I suppose
That's the takeaway.
Ogres are like
I suppose on that note, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. If you watched, if you donated, if you chatted, followed us, subscribed, whatever, we just want you to know that it really does mean the world to us. Everything that we do on this channel benefits a really great cause, and we would not be able to make any of that happen without you. So thank you so much. We will be back, let's see, later this week. I'm always so bad about the stream schedule. I know, so next week, I know we've got the next episode of Will's Game Class Reunion. What do we have between now and then?
Sunday, we have Pulp Diction, which is the Cthulhu game that we referenced several times between
yes.
now and then.
mhm.
Yes.
If
Which Andy runs,
if
that'd be
those
a lot of
things that
fun.
you said in the chat are things that you want, please tune in on Sunday.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction is fun. Pulp Cthulhu.
Yes. And there might be a video game stream on Thursday. I know Andy's not doing it. I might do it. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But definitely Pulp Diction on Sunday. Definitely Class Reunion, our D&D 5e homebrew on next Tuesday. Wednesday will be another Fury Brick Road, our other 5e that's set in the world of Oz. And then Nephilim on that Sunday. So we've got a very full schedule.
And then we will be back here with the next Missing Numbers stream on Tuesday, March 8th. If you would like to know when we're going live and what we're up to, you can follow us on Twitter at Live from the APOC. It is up there on screen. You can also join our Discord community, which is full of a lot of awesome and friendly people and is generally just kind of a pretty cool place, though we might be biased. We do community nights in there as well, where we play games together off stream and watch bad movies. Really just a nice group of folks overall. So if you'd like to get to know us better, we would love to have you guys. And I think that is, at long last, enough talking from me. So Thank you all so much again. We are going to be disappearing in just a second, but do not go away because we are going to raid one of the many other great TTRPG creators here on Twitch. So please be friendly, say hi, and tell them that Live from the Apocalypse sent you.
Nice.
Good night, and
That's
good
us.
luck.
Night chat.
Gen Con. We're doing Gen Con on March 18th to March 20th. It's a virtual convention. It's a lot of fun. The link is there on the screen if you want to join. We'd love to
yeah.
have you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check that out if you would like to, please. We are going to, like Brendan said, we're going to disappear, and then we're going to say hi to our friend Justin, who is actually streaming a video game tonight. He's streaming Project Zomboid, which is like The Sims, but like a zombie apocalypse.
Nice.
So thank you all for joining us. And like Brendan said, have a good night.